All right, so here we are on Steven Irving Court, and I parked in the driveway, so disregard my huge vehicle. But it looks really cute. Let's see, basketball hoop. I see there's tree houses behind that one, like a big tree house and a playground. There's a tree swing here. So I see bikes over there. Like this is obviously a kid neighborhood. This is a cul-de-sac. The yard looks mostly fenced. You would need to fence the side yard, it looks like. Carport on this one, no garage. So, but let's take a look. So you could side fence this one, not that difficultly at all. Like this is like probably 20 feet here. You'd have to put a fence in. So the yard is tiered, which is interesting, right? I have a tiered yard. So there's pros and cons, just like with everything else. The deck here looks a little bit older. Doesn't mean it's bad, just means it's older. It has older composite on it. So, people have kind of taken care of it. That's what the home inspection is for, right? Is to make sure it's safe. Let's see. So cute deck area, cute little mini roof there. And then this was the one that had the super cool backyard. Okay, so sorry if you don't care, but we're going to check it out. All right, so up we go. This is pretty flat up here. There's a little bit of a slope kind of like this way, but nothing crazy. And there's like an Ewok village up here. Okay, I mean, come on. Who would not want an Ewok village in their backyard? I want an Ewok village in my backyard. So amazing. And these could be removed if you wanted to. I don't know why you would have so many. Like almost each of your boys, your high schooler probably wouldn't want one. Each of your little boys could have their own tree fort. So super cool. This is a huge lot. You could like build an entirely other house up here if you wanted to later. So this is probably a very popular kid hangout spot in the neighborhood. But yeah, amazing. And then we'll walk around the other side in a second. I'm gonna stop and take a picture. Okay, I had to get a picture of the Ewok village for my husband, who's gonna want to put one in our yard. So back here, so this is, I think we looked at this floor plan before. We looked at this model, and there are certain parts about it that are kind of weird, and that one was going to sell for like $1 million. This one's priced a little bit lower. We can run some comps, and kind of see, right? But we're going to keep an open mind. All right, so the siding looks like it's in good shape. The windows look good. The shed door situation leaves a little bit to be desired. I'm sure that's probably not that expensive to fix. That looks like a mini split thing there. So down here, drainage looks pretty good. The inspector will tell you to move that further from the house, but it looks pretty good. So then through here, this is storage back here. And then you can see, oh, the kitchen's cute. So that's cute. All right. So you do have some storage, and then we're kind of back out in the front here. So we'll head inside. Okay. So we just stepped inside Steven Irving Court. Pink door, super cute. They do have like a little coat tree here. But so we walk in, and then we see the linen closet. Oh, excuse me, the coat closet. You could put linens in there, but right, coat closet. Don't mind me. So there's some pink, right? If you didn't like pink, you could paint. This is an interesting like linoleum type of situation. Through here, we have this really bright and fun. Obviously, this is like a kid's kind of playroom. So it's very whimsical. It's actually really adorable. And I love this idea. That's the cutest thing I've ever seen. So this is great in here. This is a big space. You could use this as a living room. This is probably the original flooring, which is, wouldn't appeal to everyone, but it's pretty cool. And you could cover it up with a rug if you really wanted to. This one is priced a little bit more affordably because it's not entirely updated. And I know you're not into DIY projects, but some paint and things like that, like not a huge deal maybe. If you could get an otherwise really great house. So in here we have a couple things. We have a coat closet, and then we also have some sort of, oh my gosh, okay. Oh, some sort of fort under the stairs. So don't mind me and my very old body here. This is cute. Okay. So you go all the way down here. They have some video games set up, and then some pillows, and obviously the lights flashing does not agree with the camera in here. and it doesn't agree with my knees either, so I'm going to get out, but super cute for a kid or for some storage. Oh my gosh. Okay. Whew. So bathroom downstairs, powder room, basic bathroom. The color's actually kind of nice. It's like, this has become popular again. So if you wait long enough, you know, these things will come back. Out here we have, what do we have out here? So utility room. Oh, right. So in the other one, this was fully finished and like, you know, it was nicer, but that one probably sold for like $1 million. So this one, washer, dryer, some shelves, electrical box, you know, plastic shelves. That's how we make it work. Looks good. There's a lot of space in here for storage, and you could build in cabinets and put up drywall if you wanted to finish it. But I mean, it's a utility room. It's great for utility room. So we have powder room, coat closet with Harry Potter fort. Through here must be the kitchen. Okay, so through here is the kitchen. So this is a nice big kitchen. So it's not like a stunning, beautifully, we just updated it kitchen, right? Okay, well, that's fine. We can agree. But it is a big kitchen and there's a ton of counters. There's a ton of cabinets. Like you have a lot of room in this kitchen. So pantry cabinets with the pullouts, those are nice. Fridge, nice. You know, they have some drawers in here. These are wood cabinets. They're not cheap ones. Big drawers. Big drawers are so nice. Electric range there, microwave. That's cute for like water bottles and stuff. So great space in here. It does have the same kind of linoleum that's throughout the entryway and whatnot. Breakfast eating situation, super cute. And then here's the dining room. So right, pink was a choice. You could repaint. Painting is easy. You can totally do it. I believe in you. Very nice in here. So, oh, they have some stuff here. I'll take a picture of this just in case you love the house and you want to keep any of the furniture. So that's the main level. Let's go and see what we have. Up here we have, okay, so, oh, this is pretty. So there's a big step here. And then, oh, this is nice. All right. So they have, this is kind of like another, like a rec room, like, and their kids go all over the place. So that's cool. We have here, we would walk out to the deck area there. And then, yeah, so this is really nice. So big room in here, lots of space. There's that mini split. The temperature right here is totally fine. Like it's very nice. It'd be nice to have the mini split if you wanted to adjust it, but it feels just like the rest of the house. So they look like they're a fun family. I would probably like them. Like that's a really cool thing to do with that wall there. So we'll go up the stairs. There's somewhere on the wood floor. You would need to be refinished at some point, depending on your tolerance for that. Bathroom here, hallway bathroom. So cute. Here's this corner bedroom. All right, so we have nice closet there. And so this is cool. So, okay, that's one of those IKEA loft beds. And then so that, you know, that creates more floor space in here with the loft bed like that. And then, yeah, this is a pretty good sized room. So it has a smaller closet, you know, so she has some dressers and some storage here, but nice size room. It's a pretty kind of seafoam color. All right, so here's another bedroom. There's a lot of color in here. You can tell they didn't like paint the whole thing white to sell it. So they lived in their home. That's good. That's usually a good sign because they probably maintained it too. So decent closet set up in there. Yeah, this is cute. Okay. So then there should be 2 more bedrooms. Here we go. Nice bedroom in here. Those are really big shoes. So their kids must be older now than they were in those photos because those are like man shoes, not little boy shoes. And then over here, this is probably linen closet. Yes, very nice linen closet. And here is the primary. So this one had a nice primary. Okay, big space in here. So they have it, you know, as a workout room too. But this is a beautiful space in here. We have a sink and a little counter there to get ready. Here's another dresser behind this door. So that's a nice kind of niche for a dresser. And then it looks like we have two closets. So her closet, maybe is this his closet? Yes, his closet. So two of the same size closets. That's what a lot of these houses will have. They're not going to have a walk-in. They're going to have two closets. So here we go. And then another small primary. I know, but it's cute. And remember, this one's affordable and we can't have it all. So keep an open mind. It's got good bones. I'll walk you out here. And then, so yeah, so it is kind of a split level, probably technically, because it has this half like living room off the staircase here. And it feels weird. It does. And I know it feels weird in the video. It flows nicely. I don't think it would feel weird if you lived here. So, except for maybe all the paint colors. Those are bold. But great big kitchen. Very nice. There's the dining room. And then we go back out the front door.